So the show just ended, and I see your comments. I see the initial reaction. You guys are reacting exactly how WWE wants you to react. And you're tired of Roman. You want him to lose the belt. You wanted Cody. They made you believe in Cody. You believed in Cody during the match, as well as I did. I fell for everything, bro. I got teary-eyed. I legit got teary-eyed to see Cody do his dad's move, his brother's move, which he does as well, obviously, but to ultimately do their moves and then end with his move, that was amazing. Amazing. After Sammy did his, after Kevin did his, the Usos were involved, everyone was involved, we knew that was happening. Don't put your feelings into the answer of whether that match was good or not. Let's be honest. That match was amazing. Amazing. That match was exactly why we watch wrestling. It was exactly why we love it as much as we do. I say this all the time when we see something special. Poetry in motion. Right now, Roman Reigns is going to wrap up his championship run sooner rather than later as the greatest champion in modern time. The biggest story in the business for the last 3 years. And it's going to continue to grow even when he drops the belt eventually. But tonight wasn't the night, which means that Cody still has a reason to dust himself off and try it again. Go for the big one. Again. Chase that dream that we all want him to succeed in. Remember, why do we watch wrestling? It's not for them to give us what we want right then and there. When has wrestling been fun when they give you whatever you want right then and there? You guys are sitting here telling me with a straight face, crying and whining because Roman won. But if Cody wins the belt, you guys are the same ones to turn on him. You guys are the same ones to turn on the new champion and want them to lose immediately. What bad guy hasn't won with help? At the end of the day, I told you guys in the predictions video in the streams leading up to WrestleMania when you asked me, do you think Cody can win? Yes, he's capable of winning. His character is big enough. He sells enough merchandise. There's enough hype into Cody's, persona. But Cody winning at Mania ultimately ends the journey. Because what comes after Cody winning tonight? The rematch with Roman? Where he has to retain the belt, otherwise it was for nothing? Roman is cementing his legacy, and we will never see a champion like this probably in our lifetime, or probably when we don't care about watching this on a week-to-week basis. Who knows? Maybe we end up watching this till we're 100 years old, and we watch it every day, and we talk about it every day. But when you look at the list of champions, the list of stories that have been told throughout WWE's time and wrestling in general, there hasn't been many champions that do what Roman is doing. Yeah, there's been plenty that cheat to win, but the way he's done it, gone about it, and has made us feel, obviously after seeing that match, and the way it was put together and the way it was ultimately executed, Of course I wanted to see Cody win. They got me. I told you guys in the beginning, I don't care who wins as long as we have a good match. Bro, that match was ridiculous. My wife is literally here sitting next to me, jumping with me, moving. Well, you guys saw me. I wasn't really jumping too much. I have all this set up here and I don't want to knock it over. But she was jumping, looking at me, jaw dropping. It was exactly what it needed to be, bro. It closed out the night perfectly. And at the end of the day, do I agree with Roman winning? Bro, as long as the match was good, it doesn't matter. It needs to be justified, and it was. Now, how long will it take for Roman to finally lose the belt? We don't know. Ultimately, I don't know how they're going to end his reign. I really, tonight was the perfect night to do it because we had Sami getting revenge, Kevin Owens getting revenge, and then Cody doing his thing. They could have definitely given Cody the W 100%. I agree with you guys when it comes to that. But to sit here and say, oh, I'm done with WWE. Oh, I'm done with this. I'm done. That's your fandom kicking in because someone that you wanted to see win didn't win. And I understand that concept too. I mean, that's why we watch this, right? To cheer for our favorites. It's like when you watch a movie with a favorite character or a favorite actor and you see them get killed or you see them, not achieve what you wanted them to achieve. I mean, does that automatically make the whole movie garbage? We literally spent, X amount of hours invested into this story. Does it really mean it was garbage at the end of the day just because the guy you didn't want to see win, lose? That's the question I want you guys to ask yourself. Now ask me this, which I think is more appropriate. Do you think it was Cody's time to win? I think we're getting closer and closer to the moment. I think him winning today, before this match started, my wife looked at me and she goes, oh, well, if Cody wins, Roman is probably taking a break. I'm like, well, this is her saying that without reading any of your comments, without reading any spoilers. This is her just guessing. I looked at her and I said, everyone's basically saying, oh, he's probably going to take a break, but I don't think he is. It doesn't seem that way since he's always, in and out of the lineup when it comes to the weekly shows, and he only wrestles at the pay-per-views. So I think he's due for a break, but I don't think it was necessary for him to take it right now, and it wasn't a must-needed break right now. So I told her, no, I don't think he's going to take a break. She goes, well, what if Cody wins? Do you think it's worth Cody winning? What is he going to do afterwards? And I literally looked at her and I didn't know what to tell her. Sami and Kevin Owens got the tag titles. So who's going to challenge Cody for the belt right after? Seth Rollins? For then you guys to complain that Seth Rollins is going for the belt against Cody, facing Cody for the millionth time? So I think that at the end of the day, this is just going to play out. And I think the payoff is going to come eventually. We just have to be patient. Remember, we were all feeling some kind of way when Sami lost, when Kevin Owens lost, and then they won last night to close out the show. And I get it, bro. What's the point? What's the point of watching a show or a movie and you don't get the feels that you want out of it at the end? You don't get to see the person you want to see ultimately win. What's the point? I get that. Everyone was invested and they wanted to see Cody win right now. I get it. I see what you guys are saying. But to sit here and say, I'm not watching this anymore, the show sucks, this and that. Oh, Vince was probably doing it. I'm like, wait, what? What do you... Did we watch the same show? That's where I get confused, But I got what I wanted out of this WrestleMania. I got what I wanted out of this match. And it was phenomenal. I thought that it was phenomenal. Cody showed up and showed that he belongs and he is here to stay. So We are going to get the story we all want to see. I just think we got to wait a little bit more. Phenomenal match. That's the way I feel about it. Outstanding, stupendous, to use last year's WrestleMania word. Superb. Just outstanding storytelling here. And that's why Roman gets the praise that he gets from his peers. Now let's see when this comes full circle and Cody finally wins. Let's see if he wins. We just don't know when it's happening. It's better for it to happen when we least expect it than when we most expect it. Tonight, if Cody would have won, how much you want to bet that there was going to be a lot of people online saying, this was a predictable WrestleMania. This was predictable. We predicted Cody would win. We predicted Cody was going to face Roman for the title. We predicted that they're making Cody the new face. We predicted that Cody is untouchable. We predicted that he wasn't going to lose to Roman. It's just the way it works, guys. I've seen it time in and time out. The internet has been around long enough for us to see the trend here. And the reaction usually, lines up with however you feel personally, but not the reality of it. It's each individual's point of view. You don't have to agree with everything. I'm not saying you have to agree with everything and give it a thumbs up. I'm just saying let's wait and see it play out and then come back and talk to me and we'll see what happens. That's all.